Hello, people internet. It is I, Unknown MBT, here with another profile. This week we have Chemi Storm. Whoa! Some people might say it's Chemicalized. Chemicalized is actually the Pyro part of the deck, which is more or less Pyro focused. Though, granted, I am playing a 3-card series in this build, but you know, they're all still tied in the end. If you don't know what Chemi Storm is a maximum base strategy for Fire Pyro, Fire Thunder, and Fire Aqua, a new tri-type that's, I believe, exclusive to Rush Duel as of right now. Yay! So this strategy is a bit of a beatdown maximum deck plus a control strategy with less control-ish back row. So what I mean by control is that your main win condition would be Blaze Phoenix. While you control him, you can, well, let me explain the pieces first. While you control the full maximum, you have Blaze Pool Chemisaur middle piece, which is send a fire monster in your hand to the grave, or a pyro monster hand in the grave, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. If this card is in maximum mode, it can't be destroyed by traps and deals piercing to the end of the turn. You have your art piece, shuffle a Fire Aqua from grave in the deck, destroy a spawn trap card in the field, and in maximum mode, destroy another one. L piece, shuffle a Fire Thunder monster from grave in the deck, destroy a level 9 or lower, then destroy another monster. So you do have the two base pop effects on the LNR, which means that during the middle of the game, you can tribute summon out the middle pieces and to clear out the back row. You don't always need to pocket them in hand because they're perfectly fine summoning onto field. So that's what I kind of mean by it's like a mixture. You can't go into the maximum or you can go into more of a control-paced uh, removal strategy. It's not that bad. It's actually really good. That's why you see a lot of people bring this in like Rogue, because this deck is really decent for like newer players because of how it is very much consistent. It does have a lot of good removal, though of course, you know, a lot of the time you are truly summoning out the maximum pieces, which is normally the issue. So that is kind of like the idea of the main win condition around the deck. Supporting it, I do have using Cloud Flame Ruler because I don't want to play Vestalos. These are your two spirit monsters. You're not playing the Pyro Spirit, you're just playing 3 copies of the Aqua, 3 copies of the Thunder Spirit. So basically what they do is they both add back their respective maximum plus Pyro and Chemicalized Structure Force, which is the equip spell. So you would use Bolt to send a level 4 lower monster in hand grave at a level 5 or 10 Pyro or Aqua monster, which means that you use your Bolt, which is the Thunder monster, add back R or Centerpiece, and then it's the same thing for Melt, the Aquarius Spirit, which is in Aqua, where you would accept add a level 7 or 10 Pyro or Thunder. So basically, it's either or. They both do add back the equip spell, which is can be another one of your main win conditions. It's why you have the equip spell equipped to a maximum monster can't be destroyed by card effects, which is pretty good. It also gains attack equal to a different number of different types on field, times 300. Just to clarify, this was a normal, confusing ruling at first, then it was easily clarified. While on field, Blaze Bolt is only treated as a pyro. It is not treated as a thunder or aqua, just a pyro. So that is going to be one of your main ways in getting the setup, getting back maximum pieces. So what you're going to be using most of the time, you add back a L or R, you use their effects to remove cards on the field, you equip it with Structure Force, it gains attack, summon other typed fire monsters, and it gains even more attack. Next up, we do have our Chemi pets, which we're not playing Kitty this time. I believe that's its name. We're playing 3 copies of Wonko because Wonko's just a good card. Send 2 cards into the grave, draw 1. If you send 2 Pyro, Aqua, and or Thunder, draw another one. So basically, a trade-in or a card destruction. Yeah. One of the newest ones, the reason why I'm playing this deck, a Chemist Pet Parakeet. If you have another monster in the field, reveal a Pyro, Thunder, and Aqua, or Aqua in hand, send top 3 cards of your deck to the grave, add 1 Pyro, Aqua, or Thunder, among the cards sent with the same level. So normally you'd be using this for the level 10s, reveal level 10, and then add another level 10 grave in hand. No, though I haven't really gotten to do that. Most of the time when I'm using this effect, I'm either revealing a Parakeet or a Achi in hand to add back a Hayata or a Spirit. So if if you show a level 1, then you basically have like almost half your deck is level 1s. So the main goal is to be using for level 10, but if you don't have a level 10 in hand, level 1's perfectly fine. After that, we do have our last last set of monsters, which is Super Assistant, which I'm only playing Hia and Achi. I'm not playing Berry or Super Achi in this one. That's because it's like this on his own is perfectly fine, right? If you have 10 or more cards in the deck, send a fire attribute effect monster, hand to the grave, draw a card, and you place all super Season High Achi, which is, or Achi, and engrave it on the bottom deck, and then draw 2 cards. So you basically draw 3 cards, which is pretty good. So it replaces the card in hand, which means you go +0, then you draw 2, which means you goes +2, do 1 more than Pot of Greed. Achi, as said, that's a requirement for the effect of Hia. You can technically play the deck without Achi, but, you know, the draw 2 is very powerful. 2 copies of Chemicalized Structure Force. I already went over this. 2 copies of Vocalized Compound, which is basically face a fire monster in your field, shuffle a Aqua Pyro Thunder monster, put it in the deck, draw a card. Then, if you have a maximum mode monster or an equip spell, draw an additional card. So normally you would do like a Structure Force, equip it to whatever, draw 2, you can sack over it for a high level, then bring back another one of the spirits, discard a card, add back Compound, and another maximum. 3 copies of Invitation, where you have no monsters in your graveyard, or send the top 3 cards in your deck to the grave. Then, if you have no monsters on your field, you can add 1 level 10 monster from grave to your hand. It doesn't have to be one of the ones sent. So it's going to be your main way into getting into these faster and taking through your deck. Heavenly Gift, send any number of monsters to hand in the grave to level the monsters are 10 or more. Draw 2. So, you know, pitch your maximum, draw 2, pitch your hand, who cares? Pot of Greed, combos, combos. Now, if you are going to be playing the deck with fusion monsters, I'm going to say that is not going to work. You can play the deck with 2, maybe, I would probably say 2 copies of Steam Swallow Gemsy. Though if you're going to do that, you might want to cut back maybe on like a singular middle piece of that and I can't really say. But the reason why I'm kind of like away from this is because I am only playing the playset of Bolt, which is going to be my only low-level Thunder, which is kind of the issue right now. It's not really even an issue because, you know, having 2 playsets of Thunder is obviously very much enough, but in terms of trying to play with Fusion, it is going to be a little bit iffy. If you do choose to play it with Thunder in order to play Conduit or Conduction, you know, adding in Bande, the Electro Lion, or Beery is perfectly fine, though, once again, I'm not, like, too focused on, it's better to split them and not really play them together. Chronographs, Fusion Monsters, don't play it in this deck. At no point ever play this in your deck. It is not worth it in Maximum. You can play it in Fusion, don't play it in Maximum. That's all I say. Anyway guys, that is the profile. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all will enjoy the rest of the video.